We got the Street Fighter 6 tier list going on, but I got one, in my opinion, the best for Street Fighter 6.
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, dude. Good, man. You know, we got this tier list going down right now. You already know people want to hear your thoughts. Hey, you know, Punk, you always make me laugh, man, because, you know, when something doesn't like, when you don't like something, it's like trash. It's not like okay. It gets no forgiveness treaty. I like that. Like,
no way.
We're gonna start it off with, I guess, Dhalsim, right? Dhalsim is the character right here. I feel like this character has been winning as of late. Well, I would say a player particularly was winning as of late with this character, and he's been spoken players that, you know, be playing like some of the top dogs that we're gonna mention pretty soon. But how do you feel about Dhalsim?
Like, at least from my personal experience fighting, I just feel like there's not been any, like, in America that's really crazy with the character, so it's really hard to see the best side of him unless you watch people play it. But then when I'm watching people play, I don't know if they just don't know the matchup or they just not patient enough, so it's kind of hard to gauge Dhalsim unless I'm really fighting them myself. And when I do fight him, I kind of steamroll all of them, so I don't really understand where this character is. I feel like he's decent because he fights the top tiers very well. Other characters just kind of seem like they washes him, and he gets steamrolled very easily in this game because I feel like his zoning is not his strong point in this game like it's been in every other Street Fighter. They really made him a big rushdown character now, in my opinion, in this game. So I feel like a lot of characters, he can't just rush them down because that's just what they're good at. I would say Dhalsim is like a B tier, at least B tier.
Yeah, at least Barry. You know, I feel like he's holding the down. You know, it's weird about Dhalsim because, like, I agree with you about him not being able to, like, zone. I feel like the only time he can zone is like with normals, right? But like, you know, with drive impact in the picture, you know, that is not that strong. You know, Edmond, Honda, Civic, Honda. How you feeling?
I would say Honda is about C tier. I honestly don't think there's any like trash character. Well, there is, but she's not actually on the list right now for some reason. You don't have the DLC. But yeah, we probably would put Aki down there, so just pretend she's there. That'll probably be the only character I would put at the bottom of the trash. But I think every other character is okay-ish. So just the game mechanics, I guess, kind of slow him down. He would be a lot better if there was no perfect parry, of course, in the game, or drive impact. His neutral is okay, but there's so many zoners in the game, so you just kind of zone him out. He has to come to you. He can't use his brain dead headbutt butt slam strategy on those characters because most characters with fireballs got a good anti-air also. So yeah, they just kind of shut him down, and then they force Honda players to play differently, which they don't really like to do. So it just never really looks good for that character. If he's not fighting a character that has like no projectile, then I feel like Honda players just get lost, so that's what just slows the character down a lot.
I'm just laughing because I'm laughing at the comment, man. Honda doesn't like to play differently. You know, it's my boy coming up. We gotta be nice, all right? What's your take?
Well, there has to be like another tier added for Dee Jay.
Okay,
if he's not going to be in God tier, he can't be A tier. There's no way.
I was saying we gonna crank it up.
This character, honestly, he just plays the game at a different speed than every other character. His drive rush is just crazy, so like it's very hard to check it consistently. You can't really do that every time. And then if you do start checking it consistently, they'll start doing drive rush sway and they'll punish your attempt to check them. So it becomes a very strange mind game that's just really not in your favor. If the DJ player want, they could just keep doing sway and there's no punish. If they see no button, they just do the sway and you just go back to neutral where you just start up your drive rush again, and you know you keep playing that mind game, and then you start feinting the fireballs and trying to get them to react to that, and you just keep doing it for a while, and then you do the drive rush again or jump knee. Eventually you want to do some jump knees, you got to throw that in there as part of it. Knockdown for free, drive rush pressure, and then don't forget about Dee Jay. He does have throw loops. He does have the throw loops. You see Dee Jay throw loop quite a lot because he's always in pretty much. At any moment, Dee Jay could just get in and just start his throw loops up. And then, you know, his damage is insane, so we don't really need to talk about that. I definitely don't think he's not the best character for sure in the game. because I think he has some hard matchups with characters that got projectiles. He can't really do drive rush on because they'll just keep getting hit by it.
Next character, Manon.
I don't believe she is bad as everyone say, in my opinion, from playing her. I feel like she's a B tier-ish character. But you don't really have to play using her command grab, which a lot of Manon players do, and they end up losing because of it. You can get the medals just by hitting your opponent with whiff punishes and combos. And on top of that, I feel like she has one of the best anti-airs in the game. It kind of hits behind her head. I feel like other button anti-airs in this game don't really have that. It's very easy to cross them up and, just take your turn that way. But Manon is very hard to even cross her up with her crouch fears. And also she has the EX kick, which is just a quarter circle forward motion, so it's pretty easy to input to get the anti-air. She has some of the best buttons to check things in the entire game. Her mediums,
yeah, bro,
checking like a drive rush or just like whiff punishing. And on top of that, she's very hard to whiff punish herself. Characters that really don't zone a lot, I feel like she fight all of them really well.
I always call her anti-air the muscle relaxer, bro. Like, it takes no energy. It's like calm. You feel good because it never fails. I don't think
that's the crouch brainless.
We got Miss Helmet right here.
She for sure A tier. Like, there's no question about that. Just off her damage alone, I'm sure y'all seen plenty of clips on Twitter or wherever it might have been. You've seen something about her damage. Like, you don't even really need to talk about that. But on top of her just killing you with one hit, she is one of the only characters in the game that even when she's burnt out, she's still really good because she has her little armor move that beats drive impacts and is only a quarter circle back, so it's very easy to input it, so you don't get stunned a lot with Marisa. And then when you do punish a drive impact with it, you get a big combo that's unscaled, and it's just gonna you probably gonna die, to be honest. The only bad thing about her is really just her anti-air, to be honest, that she's very easy to exploit with jump ins. You don't get two chances with her. If she get a combo as the first starter of her offense, that's your last chance. So like, you have to really live or die by that next decision. It sucks, but that's really just her as a character. No one's comfortable versus Marisa.
We got Johan in the building.
I don't even know if we had to talk about this character at this point.
I mean, can we just put him? Can we? You know
what to put on. I don't have to tell you. It's nothing we got to talk about on that one.
Click that right here real quick. Johan.
Yeah, this character is he's just crazy. Like, he has an air throw that side switches, so I need y'all to know. Like, he has a side switch air throw. So if you ever try to jump on him and he's cornered, you're going to get put in the corner and he get free pressure after that. That's number one. That's the thing I feel like that's not really talked about this character that JP players get away with because they don't use it that much. But the fact that he has that option to just throw you back into the corner while he's cornered is one of the craziest things, I guess, quote-unquote, zoner.
Zoner, quote-unquote, yep.
That has, on top of him just having the best pressure in the game, his stand heavy kick is also a button that's not talked about enough. It depletes mad drive gauge. I think it's +2. Unlike most characters, plus button is only +1. He has a heavy kick that's +2. He also has a target combo from the heavy kick that's heavy kick, heavy punch, and is not even punishable on block, so he can do that. None of that. And it's cancelable anyway. It's special cancelable, so even if it was punishable, you can special cancel it. And then, so since he has all that, he's able to just take out so much drive gauge from his opponents. And you have to be scared because he just plus in every one of those situations. You do the heavy kick target combo, and then you throw out the EX clone or the EX shadow, whatever it's called, and it's just continuous looping pressure for free. He has some of the most annoying zoning in all the fighting games. You put up the departure on, you can put it in front of you, you can put it next to your opponent. You do whatever you want with it. You can teleport to it after you put it out, or you can make a spike come down. Or you could just let the spike come down alone and just continue zoning with other things while the departure is just sitting over top of your head, chilling, And JP just like, yeah, it's time for it to explode. Let me just make this thing explode while I get this full combo that bounces you off the wall and you in the corner now. This character also just has Make-A-Wish combos. Like, whatever combo you thinking about, I promise you they work. Like, I've never seen a character that every time I see a player in a tournament, I see a new combo that juggled more than the last tournament. And I'm like, bro, there's no way y'all finding this stuff out. You just doing stuff in the tournament and it's working for you. His juggle points is infinite. It's the Make-A-Wish combos. Whatever you think of, he's going to deliver it in his combo. So you don't even have to worry about that. His level 2 has to be the craziest thing in the game. Like,
it's the automatic high-low.
Yeah, automatic high-low that you can't parry because it's a true block string. If he don't want to do the high-low, he could mix you up and do like high. He could do overhead. His actual overhead before the overhead come out. He could go low. He could grab you. He could set up a departure to be over your head with the things coming down, so he could teleport on top of you for an instant overhead setup.
So now we got Zangief.
Zangief for sure. I would say it's probably C tier. Character just hard to even know what he does because there's just pretty much no Zangief players. Like, you're probably like 3 total in the world. So like
in the world.
That's in the world. Like, I feel like there's like 3 total in the world. Like, there's no way if you go on Zangief MR leaderboards, the whole page isn't even covered yet. Like, it's just 3. You don't even see a whole page to scroll down. He's still slow, but they gave him some mechanics now to help him fight zoning a little bit, I guess. You got the parry, so you can parry projectiles a bit more and you won't get chipped out finally. But I feel like Geef is he's just Geef in every game. He can be broken, but when he's not broken, he's just always like pretty bottom tier, honestly.
So
Lily, I think, is also around C tier. She can be better, which is crazy. It just really depends on, I feel like, the player that's playing her to make her better than what she is, honestly. If you just very good at getting stocks, knowing how to get stocks safely, then she's one of the best characters in the game. But, you know, she also has no defense, so when she does get knocked down, you have to take some stuff unless you're going to wake up super, which is pretty slow, at least her level 1.
Yeah,
you can mediate with like a medium punch and still block in time. So it's pretty bad to wake up with, but you might have to do it sometimes. Very easy to whiff punish her buttons, even though she has boomerangs. But her boomerangs suck, bro. Just the worst weapons ever in the Street Fighter game. JP Kane has no hurt box, bro. Her boomerangs got the thickest hurt boxes of all time. So I don't know what they did with Lily, bro. They did her dirty. She's the only weapon character in Street Fighter history to have hurt boxes, bro. Vega been going crazy for years. You had Manon going crazy. You had Poison going crazy. Like, they ain't never seen a hurt box. But Lily, they said, well, sorry, bro. You just say you gonna have all the hurt boxes for all the years of struggling people did against these weapon characters. We giving yours the hurt box, girl.
All right, this your boo right here, Ken.
Cammy, for sure, she's an A tier. She has the best level 3 in the game, and I think that's a big reason of why she is as good as she is as a character. When she gets her level 3, she kind of make a lot of characters just stop playing the game completely. And you just have to wait a lot more than you probably want to. And on top of that, she has very good jump-ins. You know, she has her dive kick, which in this game is pretty bad, but it's still good because it will beat an anti-air if you try to press it too late. But if you just randomly hitting buttons, you can actually just hit her out of her dive kick for some reason.
Dude,
but when you're
it's bigger than Lily's normal.
It's crazy. But when you actually trying to anti-air it, that's when it actually becomes really good, because it's hard to anti-air when you're trying to anti-air it. But when you just swinging your buttons and you're not trying to anti-air, that's when you get it most of the time. So the dive kick is very weird in this game. It's like really good, but bad at the same time. I feel like this character, she's definitely very good, but I think only the damage part is the only thing that's keeping her from being like one of the best in the entire game.
Now we got Ryu, bro. Ryu with streaks, bro.
Oh man, right? Ryu, I think is B tier. Ryu is one of the most well-made characters. Like, I don't really think you should nerf or buff him. I think what he does now is the best you can get him in this game. I don't think there's really anything to change that's going to make him better. You can only really make him worse than what he is. And the only problem he's not top tier is because the top tier characters are just so much, they just crazy, you know. They just do a lot of stuff way better than Ryu.
They just lunatic.
He has crazy damage. His damage is insane.
Oh yeah, from any hit, like
anything.
Like you going somewhere, bro. My man Luke.
Luke is for sure in the God tier. Yeah, just put him up there, bro.
Yeah.
His crouching medium punch, that's a God tier button, bro.
Right,
it does a lot. It does a lot for you. Pay your rent, pay the mortgage, turn on the sink, turn on the shower. Like, it do a lot. That crouching medium punch, it does a lot, bro. I'm telling you. And then it leads into so much damage every time. Why does my man get 3 special moves in one combo?
I agree with that. Look, you know, we gonna talk about this, bro. You see this right here? This is the button. All right, man. Jamie.
Jamie's such a weird character. I want to say he B tier. I want to put him in B.
I feel that way too.
When he gets 2 drinks, he's really good, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just some characters, it's hard to get them 2 drinks on, especially
Guile.
Since like Guile, Chun-Li, Ryu, Luke. Like, you don't want to lose the Oki on them, but you have to give up the Oki if you want the drink. And especially on like Guile, you really just don't want to give up Oki on Guile. So a lot of time when you fighting Guile, you really fighting him with no drinks, because if you try to drink, you might not get back in with that drink. So you really gotta count your blessings if you want to get the drink and probably not get back in and even be able to use it for rest of the match, or you gotta take the Oki, do no damage for the whole match, and you gotta try to win it with 8-9 hits. 8 combos and 7 grabs. That's what you gotta do in level 0 with Jamie. So
I was fighting Justice Manon Ryu, bro. It had to be the worst experience I ever had to deal with, bro. It's a fireball that requires no input.
Honestly, I think like the Cammy mirror, if you playing a Cammy on modern, you at an advantage. Like, you just kind of shut me down jumping completely, and you can jump and do dive kick very easily. Like, there's no way to mess up Cammy jump dive kick in modern. You just jump and hit the button. There's no input, so there's no way you could ever mess it up. And then you just kind of shut the jumping down to the other Cammy in Classic if they're playing Classic. So I feel like matchup like that, it gets kind of hard for the other character.
All right, Chun-Li.
I want to say she's God tier, honestly, in this game.
You know, you had me concerned, because I remember when the game first came out, you was like, man, Chun-Li, boo-boo knockdown butt cheek, bro.
It's because she don't have a throw loose, and I played her in a beta. Like, it just felt underwhelming. But, like, I always say, even in a beta, that Chun had the most potential in the entire game to be the best character. But I just couldn't see it with myself, because I'm not a lab monster and stuff. I can only play and steal stuff from people. And characters like Chun I can't play unless someone gave me the formula. Now I could probably play Chun-Li because I see all the stuff that everyone else do. But back then, no way. But yeah, this character she's just really good. Her neutral is just Chun-Li. Like, every game, she just has such brain dead neutral over the entire cast. Her stand jab, her walk speed with her stand jab is crazy.
Bro, I feel like the way her walk speed and that stand jab in this game, in my eyes, is plus on block.
Yeah, it might as well be. Pretty crazy. Her safe jump, I think, is really what makes her really as good as she is. Like, that safe jump that people found is deadly, bro. It's one of the cheapest things in the Street Fighter game that you would have to deal with, honestly.
All right, man. Guile, bro.
Guile, I used to say is God tier, but lately I don't really feel that way. I want to say Guile is A tier. His fireball drive rush is just, of course, it's the best in the game. It's insane. Character is just easy mode. It does everything for you, especially in this game. They made it extremely easy to even autocorrect for you. Used to be kind of hard to do that in other Street Fighter games with flash kick, but in this one, just hold down, up, kick, and it will even autocorrect down for you. And then, Guile is just, all it is Sonic Boom, flash kick. Just that in this game, Sonic Boom, you can just start free pressure after it every time you do it. You could just do drive rush, up, overhead, low forward, grab, shimmy, whatever you want to do.
All right, yeah, we're gonna go with Kimberly.
Kimberly, I say B tier. I'd put her in B. I think she's pretty good. Honestly, she just has some trouble fighting some of the top tiers because she gets oppressed. Her level 1, I think, is the biggest change. Yeah, that she would need. If they just sped up her level 1 a bit, they don't even have to make the EX Tatu invincible, in my opinion. Just speed up the level 1 a little bit, and I think Kimberly players will be happy. She already got some of the best offense in the entire game. When she does level 3, her walk speed becomes literally like Jesus walking on the water. So like you just start you just start sliding across water when you get to level 3. So her walk speed becomes insane, and on top of that, her stand medium kick is just broken. It's very hard to punish.
Yeah,
it's a button of the year. You know, it's one of those buttons. You know, you nominate that at the award show. It's one of those buttons. But she actually has like a mix up when she throw the can. She can throw you and combo the can. She can overhead you, combo the can, low, combo the can, shimmy you, combo the can.
You try to jump out, hit you, hit the can, combo back into the can. All right, Juri.
Juri, I'd say A tier. You get her to A tier. Fireball drive rush is also that's pretty much Juri, but on top of that, it's really her EX Fireball that really starts the party for her. They throw EX Fireball, and then they just sit there and they do 3 free stores that you can't do anything about. Or they just drive rush behind it and they make you guess with the overhead or low. But most times they just store the 3, and now she has 3 fireballs, or she has the other moves that she could throw out and make safe with the fireball. So her game plan really relies on just getting those stores and then just making the player. You just start feeling uncomfortable and neutral when Juri gets stores, because you don't want to really deal with her fireball slowly stalking you across the screen while she just walking behind it, waiting to do some nonsense. I don't know what they plotting on. And nowadays, Juri players even got setups where they just put the fireball there and they dash behind it and just throw you while it's right next to your foot, and you don't even know that she could throw you right there. She'll just throw you, and it's like, bruh, come on, you snuck that in.
All right, Kid Masters, bro.
Yeah, well, you know that guy going to God tier.
Yeah, put that in front of him. Put that right there.
They just gave this character mad nonsense. Like, I don't know where Ken learned these new moves. Like, he's homeless. So, like, you telling me he found another homeless man that taught him these 2 crazy moves? Like, come on, bruh. Ain't no way. Like, Dragon Lash and Genrai Kick, those moves just take this character to another level. I feel like if he didn't have them, he would still be good. But maybe, like, around where Ryu is. But when you add those 2 moves into the game, it just makes fighting Ken so hard. On top of his drive rush jab has to be one of the fastest things in the world. Like, Dee Jay drive rush jab is fast, but I honestly think Ken is actually a lot fast. You can't see it. Like, you think you can, but nah, you can't see it, bruh. I promise you.
And he's sliding towards you while the jab is coming out.
Any combo that Ken hit you with, it takes you all the way to the corner. It don't matter if he in the corner. It don't matter if Ken was in Africa, you in Antarctica. It don't really matter, bro. If you get hit by Ken, you go into that corner. And then he going to start throw looping you.
Yo, we got Blanka.
Blanka is such a weird character. I want to put him in God tier, but I want to put him A. Because I feel like his level 2 just really propels him as a character. Like, if you get hit one time by the activation, if he make you, when you block that activation, if you get hit with that mix up, the round literally just ends. Like, no one survives Blanka after getting hit by the first activation on the level 2. So it's like, I don't know if he's A tier or God tier because of that. You might have to pick this one, Kizzie. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. So if you want to ask me, because my man Manon has been attacking my community members, I'm gonna go ahead and attack him. I'm gonna put him up here with this guy. So when he goes level 2, when he goes, right,
You
all
made
that
me
shit,
angry.
yeah, all that shit, right? When he pop that, he can cross you up. The worst part too, you be thinking like, all right, he got pop level 2. I'm gonna try to parry after the Blanka ball. They whiff it, walk up, throw you, so you already in trouble, right? So we got Rashid and Aki. So you said Aki is trash.
Aki is trash. Bottom.
Yeah. What
Get her out of here.
name her 2 things of why she's so bad.
She's supposed to be a zoner. She has the worst zoning in the entire game.
True.
And she also was supposed to she's supposed to poison you and stuff, but like you can't really get the poison on if you don't get the hit. Like, and her neutral is also the worst in the game. Like, her buttons have no range. Her cower crouch is nothing like Fang's. Like, everything is just bad.
Yeah, I can see that. And what about Rashid?
Rashid, for sure, A tier. Just his level 2 alone puts him in A tier. His level 2 is broken, and he honestly is like Dee Jay. They play the game at a different speed. Rashid don't really play regular neutral. He don't really play with his buttons because his buttons aren't really that good. But when you pair it with his drive rush, his all the different flips and stuff that he has in this game that gets him around the screen, it becomes very hard to pin Rashid down in this game, and his damage is insane in this game compared to what he was in 5. He does a lot of damage in this game, and he has a lot of plus frames. I think he's the only character with 2+ buttons in this game.
There you have it, man. This is the tier list from PunkDaGod. Where can they find you, Punk?
Everything is PunkDaGod, DA, not THE. You can find me on any social media using that, and
he's on his way to 200K, man. He's been putting in a mad work, and I always love seeing a brother's success. So thank you so much for coming through, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next time on Fighting Game Select.